Hi, my name's Susanna, and I just went to get a psychiatric evaluation for the first time. Um, I know we've all been going through a hard time lately, just with COVID and life changing so much. And I know for me, a lot of things have bubbled up from childhood, and honestly, it's gotten kind of too hard to handle for me. So I decided to reach out for help, and this free clinic this Austin clinic I'm at offered a free evaluation, so I thought I'd go. And I mean, I didn't have anything to lose. And one of the questions she asked me was, they go through a list of have you ever thought about killing yourself, and have you ever, thought about dying, and that sort of thing. And she asked me, what are your reasons for living? And honestly, I cried, because I couldn't think of any, which sounds crazy, right? Like, I mean, not crazy, that's the wrong word. It just, I guess in that moment, I never thought about it. Like I mean, it's still something I have to think about, I guess for me, I almost feel bad saying that, because I finally have a good boyfriend, and my life's a lot more stable than it used to be. And maybe that's why this stuff is coming up now, for me to get some help. So that's okay. And I guess, maybe I'm just being triggered again, because next week will be a year since my brother overdosed and died. So I think that's why some of this stuff is coming up. But when she asked me, what reasons do I have to live that we can list, even with, a great boyfriend and a steadier life right now, sometimes I don't have any, and I guess that's okay. I haven't gotten that far with that, I don't feel suicidal right now. I know sometimes I don't want to be here, but I don't feel, I don't have a plan or anything like that. But my whole point in saying this is, one, to raise awareness. Like, if you're going through a hard time, you're not the only one, and there is support. I was very surprised that this was a free assessment. I know money's tight for a lot of people, and maybe just reach out, just do a quick Google search and see if there's any free clinics in your area that offer some sort of free evaluation that you can do. And the other and on that note, the National Suicide Prevention Hotline is 1-800-273-TALK. So it's 1-800-273-8255. So, if you are feeling like you want to take your life and that you don't have anything to live for, just know that you're not alone, and that there are people who are here to help. And this clinic was one of them, thankfully. So in addition to wanting to share that there are free resources out there, the other thing I wanted to share was something that the intake specialist had done with me right before I left, and it's called my crisis safety plan. So there's 4 parts to this plan. And so she asked me just to list 2 per each part. Okay, so so the first section of the 4 parts is triggers or stressors, situations or stimulus that put you emotionally at risk. And I actually like this safety plan, because I didn't even know this was a thing. I didn't even know that maybe I should have a safety plan. Maybe other people should too. So I listed 2 to triggers or stressors that could potentially put me into a state of crisis. The second part out of the 4 was called warning signs. So these are behaviors I show when I'm triggered or stressed. My support system should know to help me when they see these. So this plan is not only for me, but it's for the people I love around me, maybe to share with the ones I feel safe with, that, you know, if I'm exhibiting any of these 4 sections on this paper, that is kind of like a cue to help them reach me if I don't want to reach out, you know. So I listed 2 warning signs that I know of. I'm sure there's like a lot more. I just never thought of this before, so I didn't really know what to say, to be honest. So the third part out of the 4 for the crisis safety plan is called my coping strategies. So these are things I can do when things I do when I'm triggered or stressed that help me remain safe or like feel a sense of safety. So I listed 2 of those. I mean, I don't think it doesn't have to be healthy or unhealthy. It's just what you do. You know what I mean? If you cope with overeating with food, that's what you do. It's not a good or, none of this is good or bad. It's just simply a way to help yourself and help other people help you, which is freaking hard. It's very hard sometimes. So, you know, props to you if you're able to do this. And it's hard. And honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna show this to my partner, because it's scary, you know, even though I trust him with my life. Like I'm still very vulnerable to things like this. So the fourth part of this crisis safety plan, it says my goals for healthy behavior. So examples are diet, exercise, sleep, work, I'm sure art or something like that you could list under there too. So I just wanted to share this safety plan. I'll just go over it one more time. So it's called my crisis safety plan, and there are 4 parts. The first part is triggers or stressors, situations or stimulus that put you emotionally at risk. The second part is warning signs, behaviors I show when I am triggered or stressed. My support system should know to help me when they see these. The third is my coping strategies, things I can do when I'm triggered or stressed to help me remain safe. And then the fourth is my goals for healthy behavior. So examples are diet, exercise, sleep, work, creativity, art, you know. So I hope this video of my experience today will help you, if anything, come up with a crisis safety plan. You know, like if you are afraid of hurting yourself, or, you know, honestly, if you just feel like you don't want to be here, like sometimes that's just how it is. And just know that there's help and that you're not alone, even though you can, a part of you really feels that way. So I don't know, maybe this will start some kind of journey for me or something, just having awareness. But there are free clinics that you can go to, you know, to have evaluations. And of course, if you always need help, like call 911 or something, you know. But yeah, I hope this information and the crisis safety plan help you.